Hi, my beautiful Taurus. It's Tahket Nu Aanhk. Peace, 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 peace. I hope all is well, beloved. I'm here to do y'all reading for the month of April. I am yet again late. Yes, indeed, I am. And I do not apologize because everything comes on time at the right time when it's needed. Let me stop playing, y'all. I am working on my timing, so please bear with me while I do adjust and realign those things, okay? Now, I hope everybody's doing well. I am doing divine. Yes, I am in my high right now. I do have my lows. I do not like to come on to the screen when I am at my lowest. I don't feel like I should subject anybody to that type of... My poor children. I'm not even playing. Just kidding. They just get attitude sometimes, I'm just saying. But hey, that's life. But I'm doing my best. That is a weakness of mine, and I'm doing my best, Taurus. Don't judge me. And y'all know I love y'all. Y'all are one of my favorite people on this planet. Taurus and Sagittarius. You already know. I go with y'all. I rock with y'all the long way. Y'all already know I got love for the Libras. Stop playing. And I admire Scorpios and Leos. I truly do. I love all the signs. There's something I really truly admire about each and every sign. Indeed, I do. With my fellow Taurians, I'm attracted to you guys, especially the female Tauruses. I'm like intrigued by y'all. Like, y'all seem to just always have it together, and I love that. I truly do. Okay. All right, we're going to do past, present, and future. So in the past, we are looking at... All right, hold on, loves. Hold on. Ooh, okay, let me just say, I did start the reading before, and my son came downstairs crying, and I stopped. So now we're going to do this again. And I'm getting a lot different cards, which is telling me that the message before was probably not what needed to be said at the time. Sorry, guys, I'm lighting some incense. Okay, so we have the 10 of coins, the King of Swords, 5 of Cups, and the 3 of Swords. All right. So, what I'm getting here, my dear Taurians, all right. Like I said, y'all always seem to have y'all shit together. So, in regards to your finances, it looks like things are looking up for you guys, right? In the recent past, things were looking up. However, you were suffering a loss, and this loss had nothing to do with finances. It had everything to do with an emotional loss. And it looks like this emotional loss came through it looks like as soon as like your finances started to align, that's when this emotional loss came through. So it looks like you were trying to balance out things because you felt like you were being burdened, and I'm assuming that the burden was coming from the emotional sides of things. And you were trying to balance, it looks like you were trying to balance, like, you're trying to balance some things here. Your finances and your emotional. Looks like you did poop. Excuse me? You? Okay. Mommy's busy. I'm busy, okay? I'm busy. Yeah. Okay. And so... Ooh, okay. So your finances were stabilizing, my lovies, right? Things were starting to look up for you. And boom, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you're suffering from an emotional loss. However, I'm getting from the Ten of Wands that you were burdened by this emotional, something that has to do with your emotions. You were burdened by it for a while, and you were trying to balance it for a while. But all of a sudden, it looks like something went left, and now it's more so of a loss for you than it is of a gain. I'm getting here. And looks like you picked up the Queen of Wands energy, trying to move forward. And just looking at other things in your life as opposed to the emotional loss that you were dealing with in your past. And you took initiative as the Queen of Wands with that will to move forward in a balanced way and to carry forward, even though you felt burdened by this loss. I felt like felt burdened by it's like you felt burdened by the loss, but you also felt burdened when you were carrying that energy of whatever the emotional loss was. Like, it was like a lose-lose situation here. But seems like you've got the strength here to move forward, and you're moving forward kind of in a high vibration with your head up high, and you're ready to, because you put in work wherever this loss was. That's why it feels like a loss, because you had put in work. You know what I'm saying? And it looks like you were even carrying a lot of the weight of the situation on your back. And now moving forward, you're looking forward to a harvest. Like you put in work. And so now you're looking forward to see what that harvest has to bring to you. And yes, you're even like celebrating. You're looking at this as a celebratory thing. So even though, yeah, you're being burdened, but it's like you moved past that with the Queen of Wands energy and looking at it as like a celebration, something to like emotionally you're celebrating now, because you see that there is beauty on the other side of what you just left. Like it's like you're leaving, turmoil, and now you're starting to see the brighter side of things. And that's the Four of Wands energy. Okay. So things are looking up. So this is beautiful, Taurus, honestly. All right. So presently we're dealing with the Queen of Coins, King of Cups. Somebody's about their paper. I feel you. I feel you. So you are creating okay, so you're creating a certain type of abundance for yourself that's bringing in that emotional fulfillment in which you sought after in your counterpart. But you still have hopes that you will find that partner that, is suitable for you and who is aligned with you. But you're still going through your own alignment. Because here we have the Star card with the Four of Coins. So I'm not sure, like, maybe if in the past like you dealt with a situation where you were always giving, like resourcefully, like to whomever you were dealing with, be it friends, family, or like significant other. But it seems as though like the balancing act, yes, it was emotional and financial, but the reason why it was emotional and financial is because you were dealing with having to give to those who you felt emotionally connected to. And it left you feeling burdened at times because you would feel like you were carrying the weight of these people a lot of the times. But you're now with the Eight of Wands picking up your wands and you're moving forward with the Six of Swords. Like you're no longer allowing people to drain you anymore. You're with the Queen of Wands energy that you like fortified in the past. It is assisting you to move forward. Moving forward to a new beginning. And it looks like perhaps you've been communicating with someone that you've had interest in. Because here, or maybe actually, it looks like you're moving forward to a new beginning towards, so however you're aligning yourself right now is going to be assisting you in pulling you into the new beginning with who it is that you're supposed to be with, your life partner, you know, because you have the Ace of Wands here paired with the, you have the Ace of Wands here paired with the Lover's card. That tells me new beginning with love. You're moving forward towards your new beginning with love. You're leaving, and maybe these burdens that you felt with those who you were emotionally tied to were keeping you from being able to find your partner, because it was keeping you at a low vibration. Because you have the Five of Cups here, you know, someone feeling like in the past, like kind of holding on to the last two cups, whereas the three cups are lying broken in front of them. So it's just like, you know, you felt like you were being abused. I mean, if you want the truth, that's what I'm picking up here. And as soon as you pull them 10 swords out of your back, because that's what you're feeling like, you're moving from this, actually, because it came reversed. So you're moving from the feeling of being stabbed in the back and used and manipulated, you know, to the benefit of others. You are balancing that shit out for yourself. You're like, no more of this. I'm no longer gonna feel like this. I'm no longer gonna feel like I'm being stabbed in the back. I'm no longer gonna feel like I'm being abused. I'm no longer gonna feel like I'm not appreciated. And you're balancing it out because it was stemming from resources, because you seem like you always have a lot to give. You always have a lot to give, but it was affecting you negatively. But you're moving out of that, balancing your scales. Page of Coins, a new beginning when it comes to how you look at your resources and your finances, and how you're even going to be distributing it. Because the Six of Coins follows the Page of Coins follows the Six of Coins. So a new way of how you're looking at your finances and how you're distributing it. And you're going to be using strength to help you push you forward with your new perspective. And then in the future, we have the Four of Swords and the Death card. That's so funny because when I tried to do the original reading for you guys, the first cards that you guys had gotten were like the Four of Swords and the Star card. Yeah. So now it's moving forward, or in the future you have like you moving. So you have the Four of Swords, retreat. You're in retreat right now. I know you're in your own space. You're like within yourself. And it's paired with the Death card. And what that tells me is that moving from your retreat, or in your retreat of introspection, reflection, is where you will be emerging, re-emerging as a new and a fresh and renewed individual whose thoughts are balanced and who's no longer weighing out his or her options anymore. You're coming from that space of reflection. See, you have the Queen of Swords here and the Hangman. Because you're reflecting of how you're going to come into your Ten of Cups. That fulfillment, that beautiful home and the kids and the husband and or the wife, or the idea of a family, of what a true family is: resilient, strong, togetherness, compromising, growing together, you know, things of that nature. And because you have sorry, this music is so peaceful, it makes me like almost like fall into a meditative state. Queen of Cups, Eight of Cups, Two of Swords, Fool, and the Emperor. Like, so you go from re-emerging from your introspection, like kind of going through a transition of death, like an old side of you, that person who has her mental or his mental armor up now and are able to look at things in a balanced way in order to make balanced decisions. So you're no longer carrying the burdens of others with the Ten of Wands in your past. And with the Hanged Man, I also look at that as like reflecting and kind of just weighing up all that you've, like all that you have and gone through. But it's like a still time. Like it's like there's like time stops for you to do this. Like almost like it's like an earned time. I'm getting here. And it's reflecting on the things that are in the shadow, you know? So you're doing a lot of shadow work to see why you couldn't come up with your Ten of Cups, to see where is it that you failed? What decisions, Queen of Swords, did you make that kept you from, Queen of Cups, emotional fulfillment? And now coming into your great transformation, Eight of Cups, also being illuminated by the moon, getting into that shadow, looking at self, taking a moment to reflect on what worked and what didn't work. And now moving from the stalemate, because you felt like you was at a stalemate, like you didn't know which way to go, right? Moving from that, because it came reverse. I just flipped it over because I don't do reverse. Moving from that into your new beginning as the emperor. Like finances, emotional stability, spiritual stability, health. And being able to make the decisions knowing that you carry the magic, knowing that all that was hidden is now illuminated, sitting in your abundance as the emperor. So you've been through stages 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now you're the emperor. And now your new beginning starts as not just the Fool, but carrying the emperor energy. That's fire energy. That's a creative force right there. This is a very beautiful reading, Taurus. Very beautiful. I'm going to pull out one card. Just like the general overall energy for the month of April. And kind of just like, I'm going to pull out one card for the general energy. One card on what you should focus on for the month. And what you need to move from. General energy, what you should focus on, and what you should try to move from. Okay, so 3 cards. I've never done this before, but I'm getting to do this for you guys, okay? This is guidance from spirit guides and ascended masters and all those who are working towards your highest good, here to support you, okay? All right, general energy is resurrection. So for the month of April, you'll be resurrecting. And there's a moon here. Okay, I'm gonna explain the card. So it's kind of the king of, so the crone of seas, which is the resurrection card, is the king of king of cups. Okay, seas represents the emotion, cups represents the emotion. And the king of cups, wow, with the moon being illuminated, there's a snake in this card also. The snake represents the Kundalini energy to me. And the moon represents like illumination of hidden things. And then also you have Scorpio being the astrological sign represented on this card. And Scorpio always represents to me like things that are hidden. And I feel like, and also deals with death and resurrection as well. I feel like at this time, a lot of things were exposed to you in the recent past. A lot of things were exposed to you. A lot of hidden things were exposed to you, which brought you into a position where you had to make choices for your highest good, whether these things were serving you or not, whether these things were helping you move forward or not. And I mean move forward towards your highest good. You made a decision to go inward, which is absolutely the right way, and to reflect upon all that you had endured, to reflect upon all that you had manifested, and all that you didn't manifest. You picked up what you needed. Looks like you were taking courage to move forward with your 8 of Wands. You picked up what you needed, because remember, you were carrying 10 wands. You picked up your 8 wands and you were looking to move forward. You're looking to move forward. And with these 8 wands that you carried through your time of introspection, because it looks like you had to do some sorting, right? Did your sorting. Figured out 8 wands is what you needed. But before you're deciding to move forward, you also realized that you were no longer the same person. And you were no longer looking at things in the same way. A whole different perspective emerged, or will emerge if you haven't gone through this yet. And your new beginning arrives, carrying the Emperor's energy to move forward. Alchemy. You got the Alchemy card. The Alchemy card to me tells me you have some transmutation that you're going through. And that's going to require, because here, remember I told you had the 8 of Wands, right? And the 8 of Wands here is a Sagittarian energy. If you look in the back, there's the Centaur. This is a Sagittarian card. This card is the astrological card. The astrological sign associated with the 8 of Wands is a Sagittarian card. And then you got for the second card, which is the energy that you need to carry with you to use in this month, which is alchemy. It also has the Sagittarius sign, astrological sign on there. So something about narrowing into the things that you want to bring into your life, which I feel that you've been doing. And all the negative energies that you've been feeling, using those negative energies to be a catalyst to assist you in your growth, in your evolution process. That's an alchemical thing. Taking one source of energy and bringing it and creating it or manipulating it to becoming another source of energy. And I believe that's the same thing as the Temperance. I believe this is the Temperance card, which takes patience and moving away from the death. So now it's time, you're in your new beginning. So now it's time for you to look forward to your new beginning as the Emperor. Leaving, once again, Scorpio energy, moon. Scorpio, moon. Maybe you guys were dealing with a Scorpio. I'm almost feeling like you were dealing with a Scorpio. And I almost get the feeling that I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm almost going to say it, that there might be a Sagittarius coming into your life that's going to help you bring some changes, help you bring in some things into perspective. Or perhaps you're going to be carrying the Sagittarian energy that will help you align towards your new goals. And Spirit has a message for you guys. I said, I do. Man, this was only supposed to be 15 minutes. It went to 30 minutes. That's okay. At least it's not an hour like I used to. Whew, that was tough. All right, you guys. Says 2 cents from heaven. With love, you are loved. They want you to remember that. Do you feel like you need to do all the work and fix everything for everyone, or you might have no value? Maybe you think you need to control everything, or else nothing will get done. Be healed or completed, etc. You may think you need to conform to what others expect of you, or choose a course of action to manipulate an outcome. But we don't think that would be a good choice. How about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable, do something different. Set the boundaries, delegate responsibilities to others, ask for your needs to be met, and when faced with an impossible situation or sticky, unmeshed relationship, repeat this mantra. I didn't cause it, I didn't control it, and it's not my job to cure it. Then carry on. Feels good, doesn't it? The best part of everything just seems to work beautifully and honestly in the end. Love you so much. That's what they wanted to let you guys know. Stop carrying the burdens of others, especially when you were not the cause of the problem. It's not fair for you guys to think that you need to fix everything for everyone. Leaves you depleted at the end. And I can say that through going through that and having to deal with that type of energy. It's nothing to play with, and it is not fun, and it is definitely, I definitely can understand why you guys are going through a death, because emotionally you went through it, because nobody was looking at y'all, at your value. They didn't see that diamond. I see the diamond in you, darling. And I think that things are going to, I believe and I know and I feel that things are going to move forward in such a beautiful manner for you. And it's just going to require strength. It's definitely going to require a very balanced energy. And you might have to start looking at things with less emotion. In your situation, respecting your intuition, looking at things in a less emotional way, because you guys are practical people, I feel like, but it looks like things that you've been going through lately have been taking you through an emotional ringer, and you're gonna get through it. So don't worry, you little heads. Just keep working towards your highest good, and things will align for you beautifully. I give thanks, and thank you for tuning in to your April reading. Peace.